What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of my rock review. And today I'm going to continue my coverage of David Bowie. Um, the Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and Spiders from Mars, released in 1972. Now, before I start this album, I have a quick disclaimer I'm about to make. Um, I'm going to postpone my review of Aladdin Sane because I'm actually going to re-listen to the album a little bit. I didn't really have time to re-listen to it a lot like I did with Hunky and Ziggy. So I'm basically going to. So if you want to hear my review, I'll most likely either do a couple more weeks or things of that nature. So stay tuned for that. All right, this is a very groundbreaking album when it comes to like the glam rock era. Um, a lot of people have said this is his best album. You know, I'm gonna save my views for the best album because that's gonna come up in my next one. But let me just say that this is the album that a lot of people look like. A lot of people today, like you see people from Madonna to Lady Gaga. Um, they look at this album as inspiration. I mean, this album is just amazing. One of the this is definitely top three albums from him, in my opinion. Top three albums, and like it's everything about this album was just amazing. I'm way ahead of its time. Singles I was known for are Starman, Rock and Roll Suicide, Suffragette City, and although it was not really released as a single, Ziggy Stardust, but it was it was released as a single when the movie came out. This concept film came out, I think, in like 1983. Very dope concept film, by the way. I'm gonna post some links on that concept film. You know, some songs he performed there. Very dope and things of that nature. Okay, so after Hunky Dory was released, he was getting like some mainstream attention. He was getting some chart success, but he wanted like to push the envelope a little bit more. So one day, he was performing with like his usual people, like Bronson, Boulder, things of that nature, and he started dressing like in this like weird makeup, like costume. His hair dyed reddish brownish in a way, and it was unique, and a lot of people were like really amazed by it. And also, I believe like that was really, I think, if I'm not mistaken, now I can't say he was the first rock artist to wear makeup. Yeah, Anna goes to like Little Richard, the first rock and roll artist. But you can tell like he was really getting influenced by rock and roll and kind of mixed with today's genre, doing his own thing. Mm. Next thing you know it, this album came out. Let me take you inside the booklet. Dope cover by the way. The cover is um like the cover. He's like at the, I think this like a English pub, things of that nature, and he's just standing there, just chilling and things like that. Then just have the lyrics in the booklet, pictures of David Bowie and the band right here, like Trevor Bolder, Mick Woodmansey, and Mick Ronson. Yeah. All right. So producers David Bowie and Ken Scott, RCA Records. Yeah. So okay. So Ziggy Stardust. Let me explain to you what Ziggy Stardust is. He is basically this bisexual alien rock superstar, and he comes down to Earth, to discuss his issues and what he thinks about the state of sign of the times, and he wants to spread love throughout the rock and roll industry. So that's basically like a synopsis you need to know. I'm gonna discuss more about it once we get to review the album, and yeah, this is like a very high quality concept album. Like this is up there with Pet Sounds, The Dark Side of the Moon. What else? What else? Here My Dear, Marvin Gaye, in my opinion. Um, Superfly by Curtis Mayfield. I mean, although that was a soundtrack, but you guys know what I'm getting at. All right, so I'm gonna start reviewing the songs. This has 11 songs. Let's get this started. All right. All right. The first song is called 5 Years. Pretty dope way to start off the album. Love how it just sets the tone. What I got from this song is he's telling a story about how the Earth is gonna end in like 5 years, and that's why it's discussed the aftermath of this effect. From what I looked up about the song, there's a rumor that says that the reason why he calls the song 5 years was because of this dream he had about his father, saying that he would never fly again, something like that, in 5 years. So it's just another way of him comparing like the littlest things and making like a beautiful something beautiful with it. Dope way to start off the song. Track number two, Soul Love. Okay, Soul Love. Self-explanatory, is talking about people falling in love and the joy of falling in love. That was a pretty alright song. Not really one of my favorites from the album. Uh, a lot of people have complained that this song really has no place on the album, but in a way, if you really think about it, if you really think about the character Ziggy Stardust, he is trying to spread love throughout like the music world in a way. So I'll let that pass. So it kind of like fits along with his characterization, if that makes sense. Next song, Moon Age Daydream. Okay, Moon Age Daydream. I love the way he just started. I love the line he says, "I'm an alligator." I mean, sorry about that. I love his energy in this song. I loved how stripped the instrumentation is on that. Very interesting song right there. It's basically talking about what I got talking about how he was created to be the essential rock star. That's basically what the song is about. So next song, what's the next song? What's the next song? Starman. Very, very dope song. I love this song. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna play it a little bit. I love that song. Believe it or not, I believe he performed that song on Top of the Pops, and I believe like that really made him more into a superstar because the world has not really seen anything like that, like him dressing up as makeup. I could be wrong. In case, just leave a comment on the video. Other way, Starman. That song's basically talking about bringing hope and love throughout the music, through radio, and influencing the youth more, and things of that nature. This interview with David Bowie, he said in the Rolling Stone magazine that he doesn't really compare the Ziggy Stardust to Starman, but it's like his, if you call it his like his messenger and things of that nature. Very, very dope song. I love this song. I felt like it was also a very nice choice as a single. Next song, It Ain't Easy. It Ain't Easy. Another interesting song. What I got from that song, my personal opinion is like Ziggy Stardust, he cannot really make his mission work to give the kids what they want, basically give them more peace, make them more peaceful and mindful. And so he's thinking about giving up, but at the same time, he said it's not easy, but I gotta keep trying harder. I love this one lyric he said. Where is that? Where is it? Okay. He said, we can all pull through, get there in the end. Sometimes it'll take you right up and sometimes down again. That's a very interesting line because it talks about like, what not everything good can become, can stay good forever. Like anything good, there's always have some faults in that. And so basically that's what I got from it. Very interesting line. Another kind of like an abstract line right there. Then we got Lady Stardust. Okay, Lady Stardust. Nice song right there. This was written about his friend Mark Bolan from the glam rock group T Rex, which I mentioned in a Hunky Dory review. What I got from this song was he looks at him as his competition, basically. But like people are more interested in him not only because he's just as a good songwriter as Ziggy Stardust, but people like him because from what I got from it, I think his charisma. That's what I got from it. Very interesting song right there. Next song is Star. Star. Um, a nice continuation to Lady Stardust because well, let me see what I got from it. What I got from Star is basically selling yourself to become more to have more mainstream audience. That's what I got from it. And that's why it have looks like I can make you a star, I can make you big. But I think he's questioning it because he wants if he becomes a star, he might forget about his mission to begin with, like spreading love throughout the music world. That's what I got from it. Very interesting concept. Hang on to yourself is the next song. Okay. Hang on to yourself had a very interesting history. While it is a very good song, this was not supposed to really be on the album because it was originally recorded and released as a single by David Bowie the year prior, but he went by the name Arnold Carnes. And Arnold Carnes was like, I think like his side project he was working on, and that side project consists of David Bowie on vocals, Fred Burry on vocals, but Bowie was playing guitar and piano, Mick Ronson on guitar, Mark Carl Pritchard on guitar and vocals, Trevor Bolder on bass guitar, and Mook Woodmansey on drums. And so it has like more of like a rock and roll kind of feel to it. Something that Bowie has always been favorably influenced by. And so that was released 1971. The scene didn't really go anywhere, so he reworked it and put it on this album. Yeah, so that's a little history on Hang On To Yourself. Next song, Ziggy Stardust. Um, Again, I don't even need to talk a lot about the song. This is like one of Bowie's signature songs right here. Once you hear that, dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, Hang On To Yourself has a very punk influence, proto punk influence guitar riff. So I thought I'd just mention that. Oh, and Ziggy Stardust. Okay, very amazing song. He's just talking about a nice introduction about the blueprint of the character. That's basically how I can best explain it to you. Okay. Then we have Suffragette City. Alright, Suffragette City. Very cool song right there. Um for those of you who don't know what a suffragette is, it's basically a woman trying to do her best to vote to uh, make it right for women to vote. Prime example, Susan B. Anthony. She was like one of the main contributors to like the suffragette movement. I think like in around, if I'm not mistaken, the 1900s. I think 1920s. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on that. So yeah, and when you hear the little kind of like the saxophone kind of sound, it was actually some notes played by the ARP synthesizer, and Bowie, he wanted like a sax sound that could really dominate the instrumentation. All right, last song is Rock and Roll Suicide, probably my favorite song off this album. Okay, Rock and Roll Suicide. Now this song is it's kind of like the climax, like the ending to the Ziggy Stardust story. Well, of course, it's the last track, and it's talking about how Ziggy's all sad because of the fact that he was not really able to do what he does, or he got into like the rock and roll lifestyle. He got washed up, and so that's why he just. Sorry about that. So that's why he's just ending his life, and just it's like kind of like a way of looking back at your life, basically. All right, amazing album, definitely a rock classic. Again, like David Bowie in the '70s. That's all I'm gonna say. Just keeps pushing the boundaries a bit more and more and more. And just the way he just did his own style, and people just look up to him. Like he was really just an originator when it comes to just pushing the boundaries and more. Very, very dope album. I love the concept of Ziggy Stardust. I feel like it's very relatable in a way. Alright, and that's all the time I have. Stay tuned for my next review of the David Bowie album, which I have said is my favorite album. Stay tuned.